Welcome to the Gordon Grind. Today is Truth Bomb Tuesday, and today we're going to be discussing life as a wife. Or my life as a wife, anyway. Let's get into it. So, first, I know that the last one was super long, so I'm going to try something different to where I break up these segments into different parts. So this is part 1 of Life of a Wife. Next week will be part 2, and then we'll go up to part 5, and I'll try to keep these under 10 minutes. Okay, ladies, so whether you are married or engaged or thinking about marriage life, I've been fielding a lot of questions about how I balance it all. Because it's a lot to balance, okay? Being a wife, if you have a child, being a mother, maintaining a household, maintaining a budget, and the list goes on and on and on and on. So how do I do it? Okay, so let's start at the beginning of my day. And let me just throw this out there. Our family day starts before I even open my eyes, because my husband is out of the bed at 5 a.m. working out in the gym till about 6:30. He comes home, gets the kid out of the bed, cooks him breakfast, gets him ready, and this is all before I even open my eyes. I am not a morning person at all. But my husband is on morning duty, and I love him so much for handling that for me. But my day starts about 10 minutes before baby Kenneth and big Kenneth leave out the door to get him to school by 7:40. So baby Kenneth comes in the room, he wakes me up, and he says his I cans. And what I cans are is just positive reinforcement that we've been implementing for about 2 years now. So he says his prayer, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And then he says, I can be a hard worker, I can be obedient, I can be respectful, I can be kind, I can be smart, I can be whatever he decides to say that morning. And he lists everything that he wants to be for the day. And then I go into a prayer where I pray over him, and I pray over his day, and I ask God to just walk with him and to help him through any frustrations that may come about during his day. So then Kenneth and him exit and go to school. I then get up, get in the shower, get dressed, and have some tea, read a few news alerts, which I probably shouldn't do early in the morning because nowadays they've been kind of depressing. But again, it's my only time to stay up on current events and politics and everything else that I just don't have to read. Next, Kenneth and I have very quick discussion as we're getting dressed, running around, finding things that we need for the day. Depending on the day, Kenneth might have baseball practice, so I pack him sandwich and chips and all of his baseball gear, put it in the car, and then I head out for my day. It takes me about 22 minutes to get to work, and between those 22 minutes, y'all, it's the only time I have by myself all day is the 22 minutes from my house to my job, and then the 45 minutes from my job to the daycare. Only time that I have by myself. So the me time that some of you guys are asking for, that's my me time. And during that me time, I listen to audiobooks, I listen to podcasts, Chance the Rapper, and that's pretty much it. So once I get to daycare, I pick the kid up. We rush to baseball practice because baseball practice starts at about 5:30. So I have to leave my office on baseball days. I have to leave my office about 30 to 45 minutes early. My boss has 2 kids, so she's awesome about that. I get him to practice. We have practice. Then we get home, shower, bed. So if he doesn't have baseball practice, then I pick him up, bring him home, we do homework, we reflect on our day, things that could have gone better or things that went really well. He's either rewarded or there's some sort of consequence if there was anything that went bad. So then we eat dinner as a family, we pray before we eat dinner, and we have, conversation at the table. That's very important to me as a mother because I grew up in a family where we kind of just ate wherever. We didn't really all come together at one table and eat every night. And, it's kind of cliche, but I wanted to kind of be like the Cleavers, where they sat at the table and they talked about their days and they talked about their dreams and their aspirations and whatever came to their mind. So that's something that I make it an importance to do. So when we first moved here, we didn't have a couch, y'all, but I was like, we need a table because I need to be able to sit down at dinner with my family to talk and to stay present in each other's lives. So after dinner, we send the kid to bed at about 8 o'clock, and then Kenneth and I have our time. That's when we talk about budget, upcoming events for Kenneth or things that we want to do. We talk about how our days were. We talk about, Kenneth and I have a book club, so we read a book every month and then we discuss it at the end of each week. We talk about our husband and wife meeting and things that need to be added to the agenda. Every Sunday we have a husband and wife meeting where we discuss everything from goals that we have for baby Kenneth, places we want to travel to, bills that need to be paid, new bills that have magically been created, and everything in between. So it's kind of a day in my life. As you can tell, it's very busy. At night right now, it's nighttime. That's the only time that I really have available to vlog. And my son is asleep and my husband is asleep and it's quiet in the house. So I vlog at about, I don't know, I would say about 9 o'clock when everything starts to calm down. I edit till about midnight. Sometimes it takes me longer than that because I'm easily distracted. So I've easily vlogged and edited a video until 2 in the morning and then got back up at 7 in the morning the next day. So that's a day in my life. It's really hard to balance it all. You know, sometimes balls drop. Sometimes I'm not able to get to my laundry. Well, a lot of the times I'm not able to get to my laundry, or I'm able to do all the laundry and it stays in the baskets and doesn't make it into the drawers. And I used to be really hard on myself about that, but I'm like, you know what? It's 2017. I'm not in the 1950s anymore. It's not like my only job isn't to come home, cook, clean, and, you know, serve my family. And I have a full-time job. I'm a full-time mom. I'm a full-time wife, and I have other passions, you know, outside of the home that I am pursuing right now. So one thing that I've had to learn is to just not be so hard on myself. I used to be really hard on myself, like, oh my God, the house is a mess. Or about, you know, my son not being able to play soccer one year and only baseball this year, or, you know, not being able to get the food on the table before Kenneth got home from work. I used to be really hard on myself when I first got married. And now I'm kind of like, you know what? I might not have got the food on the table, but you know what? My kid has all his homework done. He's an A and B student. Or I might not have been able to make it to baseball practice on time one day. But you know what? I made it a point over my lunch break to leave, go get lunch, to leave, go get dinner, sandwiches or whatever, put it in the refrigerator at my job, pull it out, and then so that our family is not starving, you know, throughout baseball practice. Or, you know, or dang it, I went to work. I made it to work. I did my hair. I put maybe some lip gloss on because, you know, me and makeup don't really get along. But I put some lip gloss on, you know, I look presentable for the day. That's a win. And you really have to take those small wins, ladies, because, I mean, it's a lot. It's really a lot to do everything that we do. And it's hard and it wears you down. And thank God I have a supportive partner to pull me back up. So that's a day in the life of Natasha Gordon. Next week what we're going to be talking about is the misconceptions that I had before becoming a wife. There are 5 of them that are somewhat embarrassing. Let me know if you guys have any additional questions in the comments below. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We're going to be doing some really cool things in the next coming weeks that I don't want you guys to miss out on. So definitely hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Instagram at The Gordon Grind and on Facebook at The Gordon Grind. And remember, ladies, stay on your grind. All right, until next Tuesday, I'm out.